back from that, and that was Daybreak Sport with Boluaji Ogmola right there. And up next is Trend Watch on this dial, Dominion Television. Don't forget you can be a part of the conversation by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Drop your comments and keep the conversation going. You can also link up with us on all our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. It is at Dominion Broadcast, and on X, formerly Twitter, at Dominion Cast. You can also watch us live on our website, www.dominion.org.ng, dominion.org.ng. All right, there are a lot of stories trending on social media.
Yes, there are a lot of stories trending on social media. So we're saying welcome to Trend Watch.
Welcome to Trend Watch. Right, let's talk about Cubana chief priest, who has actually been, right there on the pages of the newspaper in the last few days. He actually started from, from scratch, and then actually climbed to the ladder until he finally met the president.
That's Nigeria for you.
I mean, in the space of 24 to 36 hours, he met the top 5 or 6 Nigerians, from Rep Abbas, Speaker of the House of
Tajuddin Abbas.
Tajuddin Abbas, he met Tajuddin Abbas, went straight, met Godswill Akpabio, met Kashim Shettima, and eventually met the president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So, and then when you check social media, it says loyalty na water. He praised as he met Vice President Kashim Shettima. Actually, that's for me one thing that says a lot. It's quite simple, but it means so much. Recently at an event, he was spotted donning the Tinubu cap. And then right now, he has actually met the president, met the vice president, met the senate president, met the speaker of the house. I mean,
it's not that easy.
It's not easy.
Well, there's this caption there. He said, and my papa, and that's the caption. It's telling you that I'm my papa. So, well, you to just think of, this person, they need that prostration. And some people will tell you that, an Igbo guy, you need them for an Hausa man. What's the correlation? I
mean, it is quite important.
It's a sign of respect too.
Actually.
And like, I want to say, Ranka Dede, Baba, I see your hand.
Actually, it is quite important to consolidate power. If you have money, you look for power, because that's exactly the next thing for you to look for. And most definitely, for me, I think that is what Cubana chief priest is doing right now. You see, it is one thing to be rich; it's another thing to actually know people who can actually, get things done without even, blinking an eye.
I know you do more than that. If
absolutely, I'm trying to do that already. All right, so, and there are comments. There are comments there. One says, Poshest Hope says that everyone is just securing their pockets, all man for himself. I mean, what do you expect? That's what you're going to get. If, once you have money, you consolidate,
and you don't want that money to just slip away.
Yeah.
You want more to come in. So another one coming from Forever by Chinwe saying that I can only kneel to my biological father. That's for you.
I mean, it's a sign of respect, actually. I think from the southwestern part of the country, it's actually not bad. Someone who is old enough to be your father can actually get that from you. But I don't know if that actually angers anyone. But I don't think what he did was bad.
Yeah, I still feel it's a sign of respect.
It's a sign of respect.
Because even I always do that a lot. And sometimes I'll just say someone that is older than me, good morning, ma. Good morning, sir. Some people some people will tell you it's Ojuaye. It's not Ojuaye. It's
aside from the intentions, why he was there. Actually, I think there's nothing bad in our Cubana chief priest giving respect to
maybe two ways he's talking from the angle of Igbo don't really kneel or prostrate like that.
But hey, Cubana chief priest has lived in Lagos, Abuja, so it means that he must have actually inculcated some habits along the line.
All right, away from that, so once a break, congratulations to Okpeyemi Bright, that was inaugurated as civic mayor of London Borough of Bakendeng.
A 29-year-old Nigerian, British Nigerian, actually becoming the UK's youngest mayor. I mean, that's one interesting story. The University of Westminster celebrated the 29-year-old British Nigerian woman Okpeyemi Bright, inaugurated as the civic mayor of the London Borough of Bakin and Dagia. Bright became the United Kingdom's youngest mayor on May 16, 2025 at a historic event at the Bakin Town Hall.
And she was there for 7 years.
I mean, yeah, that's
7 plus 29.
She was a councillor for 7 years, and then she has now become the mayor. I think that's a promotion.
Before we went on, behind the camera, were actually saying that if she is in Nigeria, something would have happened. The
Of
thing
course.
is, maybe she's still trying to graduate from one university or the other.
Yeah, she will still be in university,
Uh-huh.
or maybe just graduated looking for employment opportunities
Not
somewhere.
even she wants to serve, and after that, start looking for.
I think that's
Job.
that's a big difference between what we have here and what they have there. But
and,
most importantly, I think Nigeria should always encourage the not too young to run, kind of idea, meaning that young Nigerians should also be given the chance to actually lead. Let's see what happens from there.
All right, we have comments here. #1_best_skincare saying, "Oh, more. I love young women that are this goal-oriented, not some girls always looking for marriage
To validate them.
to validate them."
Actually, it's making sense. You do not need someone else to validate yourself. Actually, you are enough just by yourself. So
just try and
yeah. I think you
look
being
at what
enough,
you
especially
want.
as a woman, you being enough for yourself, you being goal-oriented, you being successful is a plus when you are looking for a suitor, actually a man
to marry. So
also
another one.
Yeah, David Idor says, congratulations to Lady Prixo. That's class. Be a shining example and show the world that there is still good in Nigeria. That for me, I think that's quite good also. There is what they call economic outlook, how people see you out there. And I think she's a good image, a good example for other young Nigerians out there.
Yes, but then I always say, when you are in Nigeria and if she's in Nigeria, a lot of pressure, like, go marry, go do this, do that. But now she's saying, well, where she is. But then do not forget one thing, that whatever it is you plan for yourself, make sure you try as much as possible to fulfill it. And if you want to get married, let your dream align with the man you
whoever
want.
you are settling down with. And also remember that, when you are being successful outside the shores of Nigeria, you have, dual identity, British, Nigerian. But then if something bad happens, God forbid, it is a Nigerian. So you have to always understand that. And there's another comment that this is beyond amazing and impressive. It is inspiring and motivating. Go
girl. That's Dominican _MN doing that, saying that. And the last one from Trend Watch we have.
From Trend Watch this morning.
It's a football.
Yeah, it's a football story.
You love football.
Chelsea eventually secured a place in the UEFA Champions League yesterday. That was massive, defeating Nottingham Forest by a lone goal, and also Nottingham Forest got slipped further down the pecking order on the log, and they won't be playing Champions League football despite all the efforts throughout the season. But then they still have something to rejoice about, as Taiwo Awoniyi, who defied death, or survived a life-threatening ending surgery, was back on the pitch yesterday, though he didn't play. But then, of course,
Michael is saying something. I think Michael is a Chelsea fan.
He's a Chelsea fan, actually. Or maybe an Arsenal fan. But eventually, there's something to rejoice about.
Oh, welcome to the club. We're congratulating them.
But unfortunately, we have to go. That's the end of Trend Watch on this show today. We really have to go. But of course, before we go, to kick off your new week with a positive mindset, all you have to do is to focus on setting intentions, practicing gratitude, and visualizing success. That's the best way to go. Samson Balogun is my name. Keep it locked on this Dominion Television.
Well, my name is Pat Aito, saying thank you so much for joining us on today's program, Daybreak Live. Do well to join us tomorrow. Love you so much. Bye.